What it do, what it do? It's your boy About It Bobby, your new favorite fat getter redneck. Welcome to the shit show we like to call Broken Banner. Like, subscribe, hit the little bell icon so you can get notified when we do this shit. Let's get into it.
Bitch, I'm Bobby, know I'm about it on my mama, I'm on go. Country grandma, I'm in hammer, pop that work up on that stove. I've been 10 toes in the...
Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua got into it. Jake Paul found out what it was like to fight somebody for real and not pay them off. Jake Paul found out what it's like not to play boxing. If the outcome was surprising to you, then as Roger Mayweather said, you don't know shit about boxing. Because as we know, most people don't know shit about boxing. Check this out.
Andy looks a little frustrated here. Look at him reeling.
Right hand by Joshua. He's landing punches. What is this? I mean, they blame Joshua, but it's what? The referee, it's Jake Paul that's doing this.
Rough tactics gotta stop, okay? The fans didn't pay to see this crap, okay?
Amen.
You're gonna fight, but fight within the rules.
Paul's hands are down. Paul unwinds and catapult right hand to the left by Paul. Paul looking to make it a fight now.
Under the body with the right hand for Anthony Joshua. There's a big left now.
Text messages are lighting up. Everyone wondering what the hell is happening. And Joshua continues to... Joshua, the Predator, counter right. There's the right hand. Jake Paul goes down again. Man, he's tired, you
Needs to
guys.
keep moving them feet like he was in the early rounds, but it's hard to do that.
Right uppercut. It's amazing that Paul is still standing, taking the right uppercut.
Best shot at the moment. Not that much is going to happen.
And it almost... Oh, there's a left hook. Oh, another right hand. Down goes Paul.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Mamma mia.
You know, I give Jake Paul credit for stepping in there in the first place, going 6 rounds. All those people that says if this doesn't get past the first round, it's a loss for Anthony Joshua. He did what he was supposed to do, but we also give a little due credit now to Jake Paul.
Now, as someone who used to box, believe it or not, I used to not be this fat. The outcome was not surprising, at least for some who didn't think, because part of me thought, like, hey, maybe he paid Joshua off. I don't know if you guys know boxing and seen Anthony Joshua, but I don't really think he's on a title run. I mean, Du Bois kind of laid him out.
They went for that haymaker. To think about here.
Got him again. He's lining him up. Got him again. This is incredible stuff.
Hit him with a big.
The legs are gone again. And he's down. His gloves touch the ground. The referee didn't do anything about it. He's down again. They'll call that a...
Shot from Dubois straight away with the jab.
This could be it. Down. The shot. And he buckled Dubois' knees.
Watch a comeback. Watch a comeback.
It's over. There's no way back from this, surely. 6, 7, 8. The towel's in. It is over.
When it came between him and the boys, that was kind of a clash of who Eddie Hearn's going to put his money into. At the end of the day, this wasn't surprising to an extent. Joshua really didn't go out there and beat on him like he should have. I mean, honestly, Joshua, if I'm being honest with you, Joshua could have and should have stopped him in the first round. But as far as Jake Paul goes, look, you got to give credit where credit is due. The boys put in some work. I mean, I think for the past 6 years, he's actually been in a gym doing the blueprint, doing the work. I'll respect to him, and I'll respect to anyone who actually steps in there, bro, because you don't know how many people that comment on boxing or say things about boxing and never have stepped in a gym or boxed in their life. Or they stepped in a gym, tried to get in the ring one time, got their head or block knocked off, and, ultimately they never returned. You play a lot of sports, but you don't play boxing. Boxing is not a team effort, I'll tell you that. It's you and another man, and you're out there to hurt each other. The object of boxing is to hit and not get hit, and apparently Jake Paul missed that part. One thing that does bother me, I don't know why, because I think he weighed in at like 216 or 214. I can't remember, but Joshua had like 30 pounds on him. Jake Paul is not a heavyweight. I don't know what possessed Jake Paul to be like, yeah, I'm going to go fight a true heavyweight and be fat. And just, I guess he thought, hey, I'm going to play Muhammad Ali a rope-a-dope and run from him, and maybe Joshua will get tired. That was not a good plan with a dude with dude, you were fat in that fight. You did not weigh what you were supposed to weigh. And if anything, Joshua had 50 to 60 pounds on you, which is crazy why you would step in there with him. You honestly got what you asked for. There's not really too much to comment on this. Anthony Joshua did his thing. I liked AJ for a minute. AJ's got a glass jaw, in my opinion. We've all seen that. AJ is not the greatest heavyweight when he actually does step in there with someone. And to be fair, he beat one of my favorite fighters. He beat Klitschko. But Klitschko was an old man and on a downward spiral. But either way, I mean, it was a passing of the torch. Joshua did not step up to the plate. I think this was a money grab for him. Either way, because again, I don't think Eddie Hearn's going to put any more money into him due to the fact that the boys is his boy now. To be fair, though, I mean, boxers in the UK have been dominating the sport. We have, not a lot of. Jermaine Franklin disappointed me, and I actually when I fought in the amateurs, Jermaine Franklin was a guy in the amateurs, and I had a lot of high hopes for him. I wish he would lose some weight. At least a little bit. But he's a great fighter from America. Y'all should check him out. Deontay Wilder's a clown. I don't know. He's definitely not on a championship run. I think he's just trying to get as much money as he can right now. I don't really have anybody in America that I think, oh, this is going to be the next heavyweight up-and-coming guy as far as America goes. But that's just due to the fact that a lot of people, unless it's Jake Paul, they don't really talk about boxing. A lot of people know MMA, and don't get me wrong, I've watched MMA. I used to be a fan, but boxing's more like chess. I get people's very, very stupid opinions sometimes. Like, it's not fighting. You want to see a street fight with rules, dog, where you just can't punch somebody in the gonads or headbutt them and shit like that. I mean, look, cool. You want to see blood. I mean, at the end of the day, bare knuckle fighting's a thing. I think that's stupid. I think there's a lot of people who break their heads doing that stuff. But look, man, I'm just a boxing fan. Call it bias. I don't know. Either way, the outcome wasn't surprising. There's not too much to comment on this. I don't think Jake should have took the fight. I think he's just trying to get as much money as he can right now. He's a YouTuber. Joshua, yeah, I'd have took the fight. I mean, honestly, this is a boxer's dream. It's kind of like the Francis Ngannou fight, right? Like Joshua beat his ass. I mean, it wasn't surprising. Francis go back to MMA. But Francis knows, hey, MMA is not where the money is. Boxing will always be where the money is. That is why you see a lot of these MMA guys before they retire, oh, I'm going to box, because they're going to try to do a money grab. So, anyway, I don't know where people get their boxing opinions from, and honestly, I don't know who betted on Jake Paul, but you're dumb. I would have not done that. He was a true underdog, and there was a reason for it. The odds were stacked against him. And, I mean, he did hit Joshua with some good punches, but he doesn't have heavyweight power, that's for sure, because, I mean, we've seen Joshua. Joshua's got a glass chin, just saying. He doesn't, when he's fighting a heavyweight, he gets hurt. Jake is not a true heavyweight. That's why he didn't get hurt with those shots. But he could at least say he landed some good shots on him. But again, Jake, all respect for stepping in there. But, I mean, you can only go as far as to say at least you stepped in there. But you made a dumb choice of who you stepped in there with. Anyway, hopefully you make a smarter decision next time. Stick to people like Gervonta Davis, who honestly, I mean, Javonte's got that dog in him. I think if they would have actually fought, man, hey, it would have been a good fight. Do I think Jake Paul would have still won that fight? No. And Jake Paul's probably got like 40, 50, 60 pounds on Gervonta. But Gervonta's got that dog in him, and I think Gervonta would have. I wish that fight would have happened. But, either way. Have a good one. See you on the next one. Peace.
Bitch, I'm Bobby, no, I'm botted on my mama, I'm on gold. Country grandma, I'm in hammer, pop that work up on that stove. I've been 10 toes in the